Bah! Shut that noise up. I don't want to hear that. Bro, bum squad, bro. Bum squad. What did we tell you? What did we tell you, mans? Tyson Fury is the name and fighting is the game. We predicted Tyson Fury was going to win this fight, but we didn't say it was going to be a knockout. We didn't say that. We said unanimous decision for Tyson Fury. But for him to come through like the way he did, oh my God. People out here watching Snatch today just to feel half gypsy, bro. All the gypsies out there must be going nuts right about now because what's just happened is insane.
Because your boy did the business.
Jeez. And all the US people, where the belts at? The UK is holding all the heavyweight belts. Everyone sent to us, oh, all these, you guys just UK bias, UK bias. Where you at? I want to see you in the comments. Don't disappear now. Don't disappear. So what I'm saying is, when I saw the weigh-in, I was shocked. When I saw 19 stone, 7, I thought that means one thing and one thing only. You ain't dancing around for 12 rounds weighing in at 19 stone. I was like, is he really going to do this? I thought this is a massive risk. Now, there's some people that did predict that Tyson Fury would go there for the knockout. There's about 3 people I could think of off the top of my head that predicted that. So when he did that weigh-in, I was like, that's mad. And then for him to stand in the middle of the ring and just demolish him, break him down round by round, minute by minute, Wilder did not have a clue. And I've been saying it for a hot minute. Wilder cannot box. He cannot box. People that got emotionally involved in this with Wilder saying, you know what? Nah, you're underestimating the Wilder. Actually, his foot movement is actually decent than you think. No, it ain't. He can't box. 24 rounds he's had with Tyson Fury all shut up. No, let me take that back. He's had 12 rounds in his last fight. Then he had this fight. He got beat for every single round of those 2 fights. Wilder cannot box.
I'm not going to go as extreme as that, but I'll give you my take on it. I told you. I done told you lot time ago. Years ago. I said it years ago. I remember I got laughed at a million conversation. True?
100%.
Laughed at a million conversation. I said this guy is the best boxer I've seen in the heavyweight division for a number of years. He's elusive. His boxing IQ is a joke. His footwork is phenomenal. The movement, his head movement, the way he can move his whole body back, the way he hits and doesn't get hit. And he's 6'9". He's 19 stone plus. Do you know what I mean? It's just madness. But the one thing that I love about Tyson Fury is that, and listen, let's make no bones about it, you got to be some level of crazy to be a boxer in the first place. Because your life is on the line at every second. So hats off to everyone that does it. But this guy tells you what he's going to do. And not one point did he say, not one point did he turn around and say, he told you, I'm going to run at him from the first bell. I'm going to run across the ring. And that's exactly what he did. He said, I'm going to knock him out. I'm not there to win on points. I'm going to knock him out. Because I know that those judges ain't going to give me nothing. I am going to knock him out. I went to Germany and did the same thing. He said that. He does what he said. And he said, I'll sing you a song when I win this fight. There's no other boxer on the planet would have got away with singing a song like that at the end of that fight. That was an unbelievable performance, and people have to understand. I'm not going to sit here and slag Deontay Wilder off because I don't think if I think you do, I think that's disrespectful.
It's not.
I think the guy has achieved great things. You know what he's done. He's 40, whatever many fights. I don't care what you say about who he has and hasn't fought. To knock that many people out in the devastating fashion that he has, I'm sorry, that is unbelievable. There's no 2 ways about it. But what I will agree with you is he can't box. He's not an elite level boxer. Obviously, it's why it's coming from someone sitting here in front of you. But what I'm saying is, from that level, he's not. The worst thing is, what I'm going to say now is going to make people going to think that this guy knows what I'm talking about. But I still think Wilder will beat Anthony Joshua because I don't think Anthony Joshua has the boxing IQ of Tyson Fury to evade the shots that he did with in that fight. But Tyson Fury's levels and planets ahead of the other people in that division. To go in at that weight yesterday and take the middle of the ring, not get hit and batter him. He battered him. No one can tell me anything. Tyson Fury battered Wilder. Why would Wilder want to take this rematch unless he's broke, which he ain't, especially after these 2 fights? Why would you want to take this fight? You've had 2 opportunities. The first fight, you got absolutely schooled for 12 rounds. They didn't give him the decision. He said, you know what, okay, if that's what you think, I'll show you that I can go another way and I'll still beat you. I told you what I'm going to do and he done it. So as far as if anyone's got anything to say, anything is biased or anything like that, it's not bias, it's just facts. Everyone said that Andy Ruiz and Anthony Joshua, you lot are just picking him because he's British. He won. He won that fight. Oh yeah, Deontay Wilder's this, Deontay Wilder that. You lot are just saying Fury because he's British. He won. So Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to turn around and say, you know, yeah, okay, fair, you called it. You called it. Question I want to ask you, yeah, you know, just as the first off the top of my head, what's next?
No, but let's save the what's next to the end of the video, right? For both for everyone involved, right?
Fair.
But what I'm saying, you talk about the weight. Now, weight is one thing to going in there and going for the knockout, but it's what he did. Like you said, it's an absolute masterclass. If you watch that again, absolute masterclass. Even the way he, you know, when he was grappling him up, using his weight, we were literally laughing, thinking, look what he's doing to him. He's exhausting him.
Imagine trying to keep 19 stone 7 off of you, and he came in heavier, so he was going to be struggling anyway. Do you know what I mean? He's carrying more weight as it was. The other thing I will say is, and I'm sick to death of it. I honestly, it's ruining boxing for me to a certain extent. Yeah, the officiating of these fights, the officiating. Firstly, why have you got 3 American judges there?
No answer for you, bro.
Don't tell me that they're the best ones, because I'm telling you,
But to be fair, I heard that they
all had it one way.
Yeah, all had it one way.
Which I get.
There could be no question the way that fight was going.
But the referee, I'm sorry,
He was doing everything, bro.
he was doing everything. That round, I think it was the third, when he knocked him out. When he knocked him down again, and he said it's not a knockdown. Can someone please tell me that why that wasn't a knockdown? He clarted him. He lost. He was trying to hold on to him and then fell. That's a knockdown for me. Then it was the case of about the heads and fight. When I say break, you both have to break. I said, you remember when I was calling it to you? I goes, he's going to duck a point of fury here when Wilder's doing it worse. He let Wilder get away with it so many times.
Seconds later,
Yeah, point. And man, I was like, come on, man. Every time, and then the extended breaks he was giving him, the corner, Wilder's corner. It took them ages to get out of the ring. Why have you not nipped that in the bud? You got 7 rounds of that. Why have you not nipped that in the bud early doors? Officiated poorly. I know you're in America. I know it's Matey's backyard. Whatever, but this is elite level boxing.
The thing is, like you said, Fury already expected this. I think he already anticipated that this was going to happen. Yeah, and I think this is why he did what he did. And when I go back to the whole masterclass, my man is putting Wilder on the floor with kidney shots, with body shots. He mixed it up so well. Like you said, like if you watch carefully what he's doing, and I put my hand up. Like, even though like Junior has been calling it from day one about Tyson Fury, it took me a long time to get to a level where I was like, you know what, Tyson Fury is actually levels. Because like you said, he's just so awkward and you can't see it. He hasn't got the physique of like a normal, I guess a sick boxer or bodybuilder type looking boxer, whatever you want to call it. It just took me a while, but now when you look at it, like what he's doing, how he's mixing up the punches, like Wilder didn't have a Scooby. And the way he was exhausted, the way he was breathing, he was absolutely. You knew he wasn't going to do shit from round 3. He was so wasted. And I think he got hit in his eardrum, and that I think that messed up his. People took on his balance as well.
Equilibrium,
yeah,
whatever it's called.
Yeah, right. And you could tell that was fucked. But then look, people talk about Anthony Joshua quitting, all this kind of stuff. When he lost, he took it like a man. Don't come there making excuses, bro. You made an excuse,
2 excuses.
and then you're saying I'm not making excuses.
Yeah, he made two different excuses, and then the audacity to say, I'm not making excuses. Well, that's exactly what you just did. You just done that. I said this before, right? And I think when I made this point to you, again, like I said, people laughed me out of the room. When Tyson Fury fought Derek Chisora for the second time, he's proved to the world, he said, you know what, watch this. He got a tear up first time round. It was actually a pretty dead fight. Second one, masterclass. Shut him out, didn't let him get in near him. And after that point, I thought, this is what I've been talking about. I've been talking about this. This is way back when. Mm-hmm. Then the Klitschko fight, everyone said, Klitschko had an off night. He had an off night. No, he had an off night. This guy
didn't go for him.
Didn't go for him. I said to Michael, you trying to tell me this guy's been a champion for however many years, and he's had an off night just just by chance had an off night after all these years. So you're not going to give him any credit? Everyone's like, nah. And then all of a sudden he's doing it to these guys. He's fought Wilder after X amount of years out, and Wilder thought he was clever. And that's what Fury said. If you couldn't beat me at 50%, what chance have you got when I'm 90% or 100%? So don't make excuses. You copped an L, right? And it was almost like saying Ortiz. When he fought Ortiz, everyone said he's winning every single round. Ortiz is winning every single round. Yeah. But we also said after that video, a younger man with that game plan wins the fight. We did say that.
100%.
And it's there for everyone to see.
And look, like we said, from now, like all these people that were in the Wilder hype, how do you feel right about now? Where are you with Wilder right now? Like I said it way back when, is that he ain't fought no one in the top 10. No, even Dylan White's been shouting it for time. This guy is shit. This guy's a bum. He ain't fought no one. He's fought Luis Ortiz, who's old. Apart from that, in his CV, I know you're going on about the knockdowns. Who has he fought? I asked the US people. Who has he fought? No one. Now, this is the first time he's fought someone proper in the top 10. He lost both times. Now, you got to think now, even though you said about the Anthony Joshua one, that even now you can think Anthony Joshua, if he actually gives to a game plan and starts actually wanting to move, he might not. He could wipe him out. He's heavier. I'm not. We know that Anthony Joshua about the punches and all that is different. No, but now Dylan White, he's licking his lips. He wants in.
Eddie Hearn sort of put a tweet out, and Dylan White responded to it underneath. Eddie Hearn was like, "No one wants to see the trilogy.
They don't.
We want to see Joshua versus Wilder." And Dylan White tweeted him back saying, "Why don't you do the right thing and give me my shot because I'm number one?" Dylan White should get that opportunity. He should get the opportunity. It'd be a great fight as well. I think Tyson Fury wins. I think he wins quite comfortably. As much as I love Dylan White, I do think Tyson Fury wins that quite comfortably.
I have to agree.
But that's the sort of fights now we need. Now the belt's over here. There's no dodging. There's no ducking. There's no diving. That fight can be made, right? And don't get me wrong. I know he's got his contracts with ESPN and Showtime or whatever. But Dylan White deserves the opportunity. He deserves it. And then Tyson Fury, mate, I ain't got enough. There's nothing more I can say about that guy. Unbelievable. He's gone for what he's gone through, right? And he's come out this side to do what he's done, mate.
Mate, look, when you look back on it, this guy, he just made history. And when you look back at the clips, he's out here wearing Batman costumes, jumping over, you know what I mean, up to the press conferences against Klitschko, and then going on there beating Wilder today, singing. This guy is gonna go down as a legend.
Yeah.
People were talking about Deontay Wilder being a GOAT. Get out of here. Get out of town. Now, going back to your question to wrap this video up, you're saying about what happens now in the division, what happens next with the trio or the four, whatever you want to call it. Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury, unification. How does that sound to you?
I would literally love to see nothing more. I'd love to see it. And weirdly enough, I want to see that in Vegas. I know people are going to talk about Wembley and Saudi Arabia, finances and 90,000s and stuff, but there's something about MGM in it. It's something about having a fight week in Vegas. And I've been there. I went to watch Mayweather fight there. It was one of the best experiences I've ever had. Just the whole atmosphere on the strip. Just, you know, the people that turn up. It's Vegas. It has that feel to it.
I'm personally different. Like for me, the reason why Vegas and all this has always been there, don't get me wrong, I know the pay-per-views do numbers, yeah, I'm not stupid. But it's always because it's been American heavyweights ruling it. Bruv, they're not ruling it anymore. It's in the UK. You watch it on our time. You watch it on our clock. Why are we getting about 5 a.m. for that? No, you watch it when we're ready. That's what I'm saying. So, and the thing is, for me, that is a better fight than Deontay Wilder versus...
I would love to see Deontay Wilder fight Dylan White now. And I know it's unfair, and I know what I'm saying is it's going to sound like, but I would love to see Deontay Wilder fight Dylan White, and the winner is next in line for whoever wins the other fight, or something like that. I don't know how you want to do it, but the other names that are in and around the heavyweight division, you know, Dylan White, he's beat everybody else in and around. There's no one else that, you know, Parker, Dylan White dealt with Parker, you know, Boatkin, but Boatkin's about 40 now. Do you know what I mean? So, listen, the titles are in the UK, rightfully so. Everyone that had something to say about us not having British bias, it's nothing to do with British bias. This is the fact. I've also heard that Canelo's going to potentially is signed off to fight Billy Joe Saunders.
That'd be mad.
Good, finally. Although I think it might be a bit too much, but this will be time. This is when you find out. I'd love to see Billy Joe Saunders in this fight because he deserves it. Fair play to Tyson Fury for making a decision on moving to a new trainer because it's all obviously justified. Ben Davison has done a great job to get him where he was, but what Tyson Fury has done and achieved and what he did against Deontay Wilder is nothing short of amazing, unbelievable. And if anyone's got anything negative to say, I want to hear it because I don't think you can. I think you've just got to turn around and put your hands up and say, you know what? He's the best heavyweight on the planet.
100%. I think and that's the best place to finish the video. There's no other thing I can say than that to edit it. So don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and comment.
And don't forget. Just remember this. I told you.